welcome to Audio Tree Live. Today is November 8th, 2018, and on this Thursday afternoon, we're excited to have Tennis with us in the studio. Let's hear some music.
You could have me for 10 minutes. You could have me for 10 years. I could lose you in the hours. I could lose you in the tears. The feelings lost without you.
It's actually a good mix.
Those who measure time and distance haven't known a love like mine. There is only perfect closeness. Don't you leave it all behind. The feelings lost without you, oh my baby, without you, oh my love, the feeling's gone completely,
The drunken Uber should drive and the trip makes it soft. He's not gonna have any fun, he's just gonna be bored with that thing.
Strung together intensely.
But there's gonna be the field for him to run around on. He'll love play with rocks. We'll bring a ball for him.
That's true.
He'll love it.
How about
Put him
that?
in his little coat. He'll run around.
Closer tonight, so we came to understand binary opposition.
You're watching Tennis on Audio Tree Live. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and thank you both for being here, Elena and Patrick.
Thank you for having us.
You're so welcome. So you played a show last night here in Chicago at Thalia Hall. How'd it go?
It was amazing. It was really fun to be back there. It was weird to take up the stage as just two people.
The stage is really big.
Yeah, it feels very massive for two
Yeah.
humans, and tiny humans at that.
I was going to ask, this whole tour has been a little bit different for you. Although you started off playing music alone, you normally have a band with you. So this whole tour has been a duo tour.
Yeah, it's different for us. Even though we've always been a duo, neither of us are really singer-songwriters, so our music never starts in that intimate form of just like one instrument and the vocals. We always have written our songs in a full band arrangement from the beginning.
We also write our songs like very separately. I feel like there's like a weird collaboration where it's like half of the song will be written by Elena and then I will literally finish the other half without her even knowing about
absolutely.
it. And vice versa. She'll do the same
Yeah.
with my songs.
Yeah, so it's never really lent itself to this format, but we
Because
finally felt like we
The
have so many
earlier
albums
we
to pick from
leave,
that
the
we were
less
able to
likely
pick
he's gonna
songs
fall
out
asleep in the
and then
car.
strip them down to their tiniest.
But the
parts and
earlier
play
we
them
leave, the more
to
jazz
live.
is
So
gonna
it's
gain
been
when
so
he
fun,
puts
and that's
off
why we're
his
here
stuff
now,
inside the
because
car
we
for
finally
sure.
felt like we had a setup that would suit Audio Tree.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you here.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of, sort of previously
I know,
uncharted
like I would
territory,
rather like
some
get
people
in with
probably
him
don't
and
know
then
that
be
the
able to
band
like
was
feed him a
born out
light
of the
lunch
sailing
and
expedition.
like get in early enough, be able to feed
You
him a
did
light lunch
one
and then have him go
around
sleep.
22 or 23
And
years
then,
old,
like, I'll
and you
lie
did
down
another
with
one
him.
before you made your
You know?
recent full length.
Yeah.
So
'Cause,
what
like, for the
prompted
nap,
that
he's probably not.
second
I-
sailing trip?
Well, I just, I grew up with a dad who always had a dream of like retiring on a sailboat, but that dream was never fulfilled, unfortunately. But I grew up with his dream like in my bones, and from a very young age, I was saving up to buy a sailboat, and then Elena came on the trip with me, and
Yeah, when I met him in college, we were in landlocked Colorado, and the first time I hung out at his apartment, his coffee table was stacked with books, like with titles, for example, How to Sail Around the World Alone. And I was like, what
Aw.
are you doing? We live in Colorado. I've never met a sailor. At that point in my life, I couldn't swim, and I'd never seen the ocean, and I'd never been on a boat. So I couldn't think of a stranger post-college plan
Yeah.
for someone.
but I had like dedicated my life to it. Like it was occupying every minute of my time for like 6 years. But Elena and I, that first sailing trip, we're both like music dropouts in college, but we found like a new love for music on that trip because I felt like there was like, once you strip away kind of like the busyness of living in modern society, like there was a little bit of space there for us to be creative and that we didn't even know about until we were on the boat.
We also didn't really have electricity, so we couldn't listen to music. And once our lives became so silent, we really missed music a lot and remembered the things about it that we wanted. And we were actually at this like bar, like a tiki bar in the Florida Keys that we had sailed to all on our own. It was my first time ever being at an island or in Florida ever in my life, and I sailed there, which was pretty amazing for me. And I think it was the Shirelles' Baby It's You was playing.
And both of us were just like, I wish music like this was being made today.
Yeah, when we hadn't heard music for like 2 weeks, and then we heard that, and it was just like, Phil Spector production, and I was like, can we make music that sounds like that today? And that's kind of how we got into it.
Yeah, it's funny too what you said about taking away the noise and things and external sort of helps you dive in and
Yeah.
create some really intimate.
Yeah, and so to answer your question, the second trip, we felt like we were kind of a little too chaotic of people at a time, and we needed to find that creativity again, so we went on the second trip to write our most recent album.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't have to sail to be creative. It's just like this really special thing that we've developed over time. It feels like an escape hatch, basically. And whenever things get a little too insane, we just dip out for a while.
Yeah. Well, let's hear some more songs that maybe
Sounds good.
came from that expedition.
Happy. Dance.
Follow me into sweet fields of blue. Move rises in bass, strikes with a burden, obliterating me and you. I really loved you. What could I do? I really need you. Oh, what's the use in resisting? I really loved you. I cannot help myself. I really need you. Oh, what's the use living with love? Living with love.
Easy guys. I put my
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, maybe I'm dreaming. Feel a bit like oblivion. You and I only over 100 stories. Maybe I'm dreaming. Feel a bit like oblivion. You were looking for devotion, murder, promises, and
first
motion.
thing.
I can change, I can change, I can change.
That's not my
Let
turn.
me be what you need. It's okay. We're only building up until we have the world that we want. Dissociate with hands that quiver, gesturing over at dinner. I can change, I can change, I can change. Let me be what you need. It's okay. We're only building up until we have the world that we
This is Tennis on Audio True Live. Real quick before you play your next two songs, your recent EP is titled "We Can Die Happy." There's a phrase, "I can die happy when ... What would be that moment for you?
I think the reason why I'm very superstitious, so I don't want to jinx anything, but I feel like we live our lives really, really hard, and like when we have an idea for something, we do it that moment. So I think part of the reason why we called the EP We Can Die Happy is because we meant it already, like now. I already feel really fulfilled. And we were, it's a little bit of a morbid title, but it was something that we were thinking about a lot because his father was dying of cancer and he passed away this past year, actually while we were on tour. And so, I mean, not to like just live in this macabre state, but it was kind of what we were immersed in the moment,
Or
watching a
at
loved
least
one
thinking
die.
about it.
Yeah. So yeah, Pat came up with that title, and when I don't want to speak for you, but when he did,
Yeah.
you were like, "I mean it. Like now we
Yeah.
can." Yeah.
Still mean it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I'm trying to work on too, living in the now, being more present.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely. And then if you have like a big dream for your life, just like making it happen immediately, like not waiting. Pat's the kind of person who didn't wait. Like he didn't wait to go sailing. He started saving when he was like 12. So anyway, I'm very inspired by that
Man on a
aspect of
mission.
him. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's hear some more music.
All right.
My better self still knows that meaning comes and goes. What is it made? I do not know. The meaning comes and it goes. Each and every attempt a bit of substance may end, despite the effort I have lent. You seem to lose what I've meant. If I don't use words, then each thought goes unheard. Mindfully senses without nouns and verbs. Symbols suggest they are fit to possess a purpose and function that cannot be met. Those who create it know there is an ebb and flow. Only the value given shows that meaning comes and it goes. My better self still knows that meaning comes and goes. What is it made? I do not know, but meaning comes and it goes. If I don't use words, then each thought goes unheard. Mentally senseless without nouns and verbs. Symbols suggest they are fit to possess a purpose and function that cannot be met. If I don't use words, then each thought goes unheard. Mentally senseless without nouns and verbs, but symbols suggest they are fit to possess a purpose and function that cannot be met. My better self still knows that meaning comes and goes. What is it made? I do not know, but meaning comes and it goes. and something she can put her hope in. It's the holiest fixation, and it's taken cultivation. A pioneer and a foreign land, yeah. She's devoted to a real good man. Love can devour you, but when you're lonely, the same love empowers you, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright, let that guy be.
You're watching Audio Tree Live with Tennis. So I know we just talked about the now,
I was gonna
but
head out,
it's
but
also
I'll do
very
one
clear
more.
to me that the 70s have a sort of stronghold over your music and your style. So what about that decade is so alluring to you?
Weirdly, I feel
Easy
like
guys, easy
Patrick
guys.
and I are just
I put my
journeying
pants
through
on, just like the
time
rest
and
of you, one leg at a
musical,
time.
like production
Except
styles.
once my pants are on,
we started
I make
off being
gold
really
records.
interested in like 60s Phil
All right.
Spector and Joe Meek production techniques, and then after a couple of albums of exploring those sounds.
Good evening. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you get to take off tomorrow, Thanksgiving, enjoy your day, enjoy your time, enjoy your life, be happy, be merry, see friends, family, relax, take it easy, eat some turkey, eat some corn, get fat. Just, enjoy yourself.
Easy guys, I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except once my pants Easy guys, I put my pants on, just like the rest of you, one leg at a time. Except once my pants are on, I make gold records. All right.
None of those had wall growth, so I'm just getting rid of them. Still don't have wall growth, okay. Well, this is not completely well for me. Okay. I guess I have one more chance to get wall growth or innervate. I have a 4 out of 25 chance. 1 out of 6 chance. It's not very good. Not very good at all. So I'm guessing I lose this game. Oh, it hasn't hit wall growth either, so kind of at parity. This Heartless Bowl I could draw too, so it's actually so I didn't draw anything. Oh well. He can't play. Well, I guess I'm in a better spot because I have coin. If he has nothing to play, at least I can start playing like Yetis and stuff. But he might just be having innervate. Okay, good. We're at parity. This is gonna like could innervate out the Dark Knight, this basically sets me up this way. If you didn't have any tournament, I'm guessing even if we swipe 2, which is efficient, that's good. I'm still susceptible to this for swipe. Now he plays a giant long creature. Also, once I eventually get Pilot Teachers, something survives. I'm in a good spot. If either one of those survives, I mean, can't really back. exactly 10 seconds